You were saying in your speech earlier about what appealed to you about BIMM was the art school mentality of it.
Well, if you talk about art schools, historically, so many of the great bands that the UK has produced came out of that art school environment, and we all know, I hope, who they are. I think that has changed a little bit over the years, and it's not quite so productive in that department. It's all got a bit more, you know, business-like. But the art school model is a fantastic model, and that really attracted me to what BIMM were talking about. You know, I had 7 years of education at art school, graduate and postgraduate, and I think the best art school education is second to none, you know, in the world. The British art school, historically, it's just amazing, absolutely amazing. So if BIMM have, you know, even a fraction of that's a great thing.
And when you're running through sort of concepts of design for what was that the part of BIMM Manchester that you were designing, you were saying that you wanted to keep it an environment that was sort of conducive to people being relaxed and learning and in that kind of way. Is that something that's unique to the art school environment, or something you've nurtured here?
I don't know about that, but you know, that's what we do, and I hope that's what we are quite good at, is finding out about what buildings have, what you need to keep and what you need to get rid of. There's this process that in what we do, we call it stripping back, that you look to find the real building, and once you've found the real building, you can then start to build again and put something back together that has a kind of sense of something that's real and not out of a can. So, you know, we look to the honesty of the building, you know, the kind of bricks and mortar of it, and once you find that, you can then start to find what things go well with it. It's a kind of juxtaposition of materials with the original fabric, and I do think that if you can make that work properly, then you have an environment that people feel happy to be in, to be relaxed or at one with it. And Manchester's a great place to do that in, because there are so many great buildings, and you know, BIMM has found a really appropriate building for BIMM in Manchester. That's why I talked a little bit about the factory projects, that I described them like unpaid social workers. They went where others feared to tread, and in city rundown areas, but found great buildings that had an honesty about them. Then you can, that's your canvas to work with, and you start to make a new composition within those spaces, within that environment. The magic comes from the dialogue between what you're working with and what you bring to it, and you know, that's a really exciting thing to be doing.
I suppose there's a kind of parallel there between making music itself, because you're exposing the ephemeral into something.
I would hope so. That's a nice observation. I agree with you.
Yeah, and it's a lovely building. You've had an opportunity to work with after a bunch that you've done already in Manchester. Ben, thank you very much, and thank you for your input.
Peace and love.